Oh boy. What's up guys? It's your boy T, and we're back with another video. Now originally I was going to make a spoiler review for this week. I was actually making it yesterday and my script was about 6 pages long before I had to rip it apart and throw it in the garbage. Because I don't know what it is, I can never get a script off of the ground. But today is going to be a very special video. I still think Antman Quantumania is a 7 out of 10. And I'm not gonna lie, I had a heated discussion with my friends the other day, and of course it was civilized, as usual. Now, of course, I made a few points as to why I was gonna lower it to a 6.5 out of 10 originally, but at the same time, it didn't really feel justified, because yes, there are things that I don't like about the movie, but I don't know, it didn't really bother me, it didn't offend me in any way, and I feel like the characters in here were alright. And I feel like the movie was just okay. Like, it was enjoyable. I still had a good time watching it. If you just enjoy the film for what it is, then I feel like people would have a better time. Not all the Marvel movies are going to be bangers. The only ones that I really hate are the ones that are offensive, like Thor: Love and Thunder. That movie was dog shit. Nothing will ever make me think differently about it. But Antman and the Wasp: Quantumania wasn't that movie. I actually enjoyed it, and it was kind of I'm not gonna say it was a breath of fresh air or anything, but it was good to just go watch a movie and just enjoy it for how weird it was. Now, that's not what this video is gonna be about, because you know, I am a very toxic person, so I'm gonna talk about the things I didn't like in the movie. Of course I'm gonna do that. So, in this video, we're gonna go down the list of things in Antman and the Wasp: Quantumania that I didn't like. Number 1, MODOK. Now, MODOK, the only reason why I'm putting him up first is because it's not going to be very long. Now, this isn't something that I'm going to just nitpick on for 5 minutes. No, this is going to be maybe like a minute, like a minute tops of me explaining what I didn't like. The only thing I didn't like about him was that he was in the movie. I think MODOK paid no attributes to the movie. He didn't bring anything to push the story. They just wanted to get MODOK over and done with, I feel like they rushed him into a movie but didn't know what to do with him. Now, I'm not going to be like the other dumbass people, and yes, I'm calling them dumb, that are complaining about how he looks because they say he looks goofy. Now, I'm going to put up what he looked like in the movie. Yeah, they're right there. Yeah. You see how goofy he looks? Now, this is him in the comics. There isn't really a difference between them other than one is bald and one has hair. Stop crying about your characters not looking well. He is a head. How are they supposed to make him look serious? It's impossible. He looks goofy as fuck. Either way, people were mad that he didn't do more in the film. MODOK in the comics is not this villain that's just Avengers level threat. He's always a henchman for someone, so stop crying about that. But the only thing I didn't like about MODOK was that he was in the film. He didn't really do anything for me, and I feel like they could have saved him for like a Fantastic Four movie or something like that. But whatever, we're moving on. Number 2, I don't like the fact that they don't explain anything in the film. Now, I did talk to my friends about this, and they told me that that's really a good part of the movie, that you just kind of have to figure it out on your own. But I don't really like it this way. I like it when movies do it subtly. But this isn't the type of movie where you need the people to figure it out. Like, for example, I know what the quantum realm is because I read comics, but I know a lot of people that go to see these movies and don't understand what they're looking at. In my opinion, I took it as if you just plucked all the MCU characters and threw them inside like a Star Wars planet. That's how I took it, but I know a lot of people didn't take it that way. But yeah, I don't like the fact that they don't explain anything. Janet doesn't explain what happened in the quantum realm to any of the other characters, which really bothered me, because if she just explained everything, maybe they wouldn't have even gone down there in the first place. They wouldn't have continued making the quantum portal. Hope even said she's asked her several times what happened down there, because no one believed that nothing happened. But she just doesn't explain it. I don't know why. Another point of this was with Kang. Now, Kang was the best part of the movie. I don't care what anyone says. Jonathan Majors did an excellent job, but they didn't explain what his motivations were. Why does he conquer everything? Why does he do what he does? The only reason why this doesn't bother me too much is because we're going to have him in more movies. And those of you that think he died, here's your helmet. Put it on because you dropped it. He was fine in the film. It's just I wish they explained his motivations a little bit more. And I feel like that would have actually brought the movie up a little bit and actually made people like it a lot more. Number 3, Cassie. I don't really like Cassie in this movie because she's very stiff. I know in my last video I explained that, you know, she didn't bother me too much, because she didn't, because, I mean, she's in the movie, but, you know, she's not in the forefront, but she feels really stiff. I feel like she hasn't gotten that Marvel charisma yet, which is fine. Again, we're gonna have more movies with her, so didn't bother me too much, but I didn't like some of her lines. And number 4, is it number 4? I'm pretty sure it's number 4. Number 4, the effects. Some of the effects look like shit. Only some of them. The part where they were going to get the device that Kang needed to get out of the quantum realm when Scott went down there, I didn't really like that part, because the effects look like when he's climbing them, like climbing the other Scotts. And on top of that, I feel like they didn't really have too much fun with that part. I feel like if they had more fun putting other variants, other possibilities, because they said it's full of infinite possibilities, if I remember correctly. I feel like they should have gotten other versions of Scott. Like, it would have been cool to see a Captain America version of Scott. I mean, Scott loves Captain America. I mean, he literally fanboys over him. It would have been cool to see him like that. I feel like that would have been a fun interaction. But again, whatever. Finally, for the last part, I don't like Bill Murray's character. He pays nothing to the story. He wasn't funny. And when I watched this part, I kind of rolled my eyes. I think this was the only part, and it's a short part, but this was the only part that I looked at this and I was like, okay, why are you here? But other than that, that's really everything I didn't like with the film. It wasn't anything that really bothered me. I liked both of the end credit scenes and everything like that. And I actually did like the way Kang was beaten. Yeah, it was a bit goofy, but it's a comic book movie about people that shrink down going up against a time travel. This wasn't an Avengers level film. This was just a movie for you to enjoy. And here's a lesson for all you Marvel fans out there. I kind of split you guys into like 2 groups. Either A, people that enjoy the ride, or B, people that believe Kevin Feige just took the MCU and it right in front of you. I don't understand why you guys have to nitpick so much in these movies, because yeah, I picked the parts that bothered me the most, but at the end of the day, it was a fun movie. It was weird. I'm not gonna say I've never seen a movie like this, but I feel like everyone can find something to enjoy in it. I did laugh a couple times because it was a goofy film. It didn't take it itself too serious because it knew how weird it was. I liked how the characters reacted to being in this weird realm. So for you Marvel fans out there, I feel like you guys need to understand this is not the first 3 phases, okay? They said before that moving on, they're not making overarching stories. Yes, Kang Dynasty is coming out. Yes, Secret Wars is coming out. But it's not like a 10-year gap. It's coming out fairly soon in the next 3 to 4 years. Relax. Just enjoy the ride. These are just stories for them to have fun with. I look at this as an overarching comic book series. And if you are a Marvel fan, you should look at it this way. But let's just say you're the common person, the person that just watches it just because your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your brother or your sister brought you to come see these movies. Just enjoy it. Stop nitpicking every single movie that comes out unless it's worthy to be nitpicked, like Thor: Love and Thunder. That is my message to the world. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because I know you guys watch my videos. Click that subscribe button, or else I will find you. I'm gonna take your dog and I'm gonna sell him. Peace.
Outside in the all-black crowd, 10 rolled up when I'm out. Say they all wanna live, but I just wanna die. Motherfucker, if you're looking for me, find me in the